Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode here of the TEW 2020 Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel. As with this episode, we'll be officially 2 years into the save, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, in normal circumstances, we'd be starting off with that tour, the Navigation of Threes tour, but because we were short on time, we wanted to make sure we got the episode actually uploaded on that Thursday, last Thursday. So, now we get to start off the episode with the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 2 show, which we did hype up what will be the main event of that show at the end of the episode, which it's going to be Katsuhiko Nakajima taking on Go Shiozaki. It's pretty awesome, that obviously these two, they will always have their ties because of who their mentors were, and for the first time in this save, we're doing a singles match between the two, and it's for the GHC Heavyweight title, no less. So that's pretty awesome. As you see there, though, as we'll go through the tour goals, the big one there, the GHC Emerald Openweight Title Tournament. So, after this tour, we'll go through the bracket, but the idea is at Masao's Memorial Show. The finals of the tournament will take place, and the idea for the tournament is nobody that's a champion can be in it to begin with, and we're going to have two first-round matchups on the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 2 show. You see there, Naomichi Marufuji and Tomohiro Ishii as one of them, which that's going to be awesome when we finally get to see that match. As, we wanted to do it before as the number one contendership matchup, but Ishii got hurt. Now we're going to do it here on the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 2 show. This should be, an awesome match there. And the second one, it's Kento Miyahara and Taiji Shimori. A match I would love to see. That's a very fun match on paper. We'll see how it does as far as in the save. But as far as I would see this match now, that would be pretty awesome to see. So the Emerald Openweight title, obviously it being an Openweight title, we're going to have, some junior guys and heavyweight guys going at it. And I think for the tournament, I added 4 juniors. The tournament as a whole is 16 guys in it, so, 8 matches as far as for the first round. And we'll go through the entire tour. Kind of basically, that's the main focus. That will be main eventing a lot of the shows. We'll probably do 2 per tour show. Probably have a main and co-main. And I think I just, that should make the tour pretty fast. It should make the tour pretty seamless. But I think as a whole, I think it's a fun idea. Because first of all, we don't really do a lot of regular tournaments. We just don't. Most of the time, it's round robin tournaments. So to have single elimination tournament going on, I think it's pretty fun. And we'll go through the bracket after this show because we got a lot to go through. We have the Masao Memorial Show that we'll go through after this show. We also will have the Navigation with Breeze show to go through as well. We got a lot going on. We got a lot cooking up. But as far as the rest of the tour goes, it's a 9-show tour with 3 big shows. So basically, like the previous episode you just saw from the New Japan series, it really should be 8 shows. But because where we left off, it's now 9. Great Sasuke is now going to be an official member of the Strong Pillars of Violence. It just makes too much sense. That we've teamed them up so much as far as either with Strong Big Japan and Sasuke or just, Ishikawa and Hanma, or whichever variation we use. Sasuke is the junior because he's fucking crazy. He is someone that, as far as this junior division goes, the only one with deathmatch experience, and it just makes too much sense to not have him be involved in in that stable, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. As far as that goes, I think that just makes a lot of sense. And for the final tour goal, I've updated some movesets, and I'll try to go through everybody by the end of the year. Mainly, the big ones that I went through was Devitt, Marufuji, because I was tired of seeing Tiger Frozen. That's so fucking dumb. It's Frozen. Come on. I can't stand that. And then we also did Go Shiozaki's too. I'm trying to think who else. I think that actually might have been it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but this roster's so huge that we gotta kind of have to pick it slowly but surely, one kind of show at a time, or one person at a time, really, one main guy at a time. But yeah, I think those were good ones to choose from because Go He's got the Go Flasher and the Moonsault already, but wanted to upgrade it a little bit more, like do the Limit Break, which is pretty awesome. He doesn't really do it a whole lot anymore, but he still sometimes busts out, and that gave him an elevated Go Flasher, which I think will be pretty fun. I didn't give him the Go On Lariat yet. I'm gonna wait and just kind of have that be maybe a next year thing, 2 years down the line. Just whenever Kobashi retires, I think. Because I mean, it's basically a burning lariat and a regular lariat, but I want to wait until Kobashi's retired for him to start doing that, just out of respect. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as the movesets I updated. As for the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 2 card, of course, main event we already talked about. The co-main, former partners in Apollo 55 going at it for the Junior Void title. Raisuke Taguchi, King Devitt now. First time as King Devitt, first time as a member of the Kings of Wrestling. A pretty big match. And of course, this could be a huge, huge win for Raisuke Taguchi to beat his turncoat partner, or will King Devitt kind of keep the reign going now that he's a part of the Kings of Wrestling? We'll see. As the junior heavyweight tag team title matchup of Super Crazy Nozawa against Red Dragon. Of course, Red Dragon, the new champs. They've been the champs for about a week. Let's see if it's going to be a short ass reign or will they make their first defense. And we already talked about the tournament matches, so we can go on to the next one as Kings of Wrestling with Zack Sabre Jr. are going to take on Strong Big Japan and the Great Sasuke of the Strong Pillars of Violence. Yeah, I mean, that match is pretty awesome. Obviously, Strong Big Japan are still the only team to have beaten the Kings of Wrestling, I think, in 2013, maybe as far as in a good long time. Or, no, I think Diamond Ring actually did beat the Kings of Wrestling this year in 2013, but I was thinking it was 2012, but now I think it was 2013. Nonetheless, though, only the one of two teams that have beaten the Kings of Wrestling this year. Even though they lost to them in the finals of the Tag League, still beating them during the tournament is a pretty big deal. As for the next six-man, it's Laughter 7 against Suzuki-gun as Shibata, Kushida, Kendo Kashin against Suzuki-gun of Kenta, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Tai Chi. And then the opener, a junior tag match of Aoki and Suzuki against Pac and Ricochet of Dragon Gate. So yeah, Pac and Ricochet obviously pretty fucking awesome, and I think I want to use them for the Junior Tag League, so I just wanted to give them a bit of a trial for this tour. And yeah, I mean, that's a big opportunity, though. Yeah, Aoki Suzuki, former Junior Tag Champs. Can they beat them, or will they debut with a loss? That's only time will tell. Actually, pretty close. But yeah, and then, we'll have the Kobashi open the show with kind of the introduction of the title tournament, and also saying that the finals are going to take place at Masao's Memorial Show. Just in case you're curious what the belt looks like this. It's just I just took the open weight national title, or just took the open weight national title, the GHC open weight national title, and just tinted it green. No big deal there. I felt like it's time to add an extra belt, but also too perfect timing to have it at Masao's Memorial Show and be kind of it dubbed the Emerald Openweight title after Masao. Just makes sense, and I think it looks pretty fun. I think it's a little unrealistic, the little picture there, but you get the gist of it. It would kind of be that emerald green color to it instead of the red that it is of the GHC National Openweight title. But, it's pretty straightforward. It is crazy it's got better prestige than the heavyweight title. It's pretty nuts. Because, it is a primary level championship for sure, but it's definitely like the second tier, much like the, World Heavyweight and the WWE title back in the day when, just, get a good 10 years ago, if that, where, you had just two heavyweight championships. You get the gist of it. But it's just, it's an open weight title, so being able to have junior guys take on heavyweight guys too, it just makes sense. I think that's the perfect secondary belt to have. As, without further ado, we got really nothing else to go over, so we'll just get on with the show, as it's going to be a Jinju, which is pretty great. We got some backstage incidents, as Ogawa brought pizza for the entire locker room. That's a lot of pizza. And then Taguchi, right in the mood backstage after doing several funny cartoon drawings on his colleagues. Hell yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll probably be keeping it in Jinju, even though it won't be a sellout, as far as, I don't think so. Maybe it will be, though. Now I'm thinking about it. It'll be close. Slight sellout, or maybe slightly underneath the sellout. As, for the main event, of course, Getsuga Nakajima, Go Shiozaki. Go's gonna win, even though he'll probably get outperformed. As Go's reign continues. That's what now? Just under 60 days. Be a second defense. How fun. Then the co-main of Taguchi and Devitt. Taguchi beats King Devitt. We have a new junior heavyweight champion, and I think that's a fun title change there, having Taguchi beat him. I'm sure that's not the last of King Devitt and Ryusuke Taguchi too. The former partners, now challengers, and are now adversaries rather. In a pretty fun match, as the junior tag match is going to go 18. Bobby Fish is actually going to pin Super Crazy there. We'll make it a decisive finish too while we're here. There we go. As Red Dragon's reign continues, that's probably no surprise. As for Ishii and Marufuji, this should probably be ahead of that junior heavyweight tag title matchup, but we're keeping it like this to kind of separate, so it's not 3 singles matches back to back to back to end out the show. But this match is a certified banger for sure. We're going to give this a little bit more time, too. 29 minutes. Marufuji's going to get the win, advancing into the second round of the Emerald Openweight title tournament, as the Kings of Wrestling against the Strong Pillars of Violence. As there we are. We'll just I don't name it, so now it's going to be. There we go. And Zach's going to beat Sasuke. Crazy, we've never done this before. Makes sense though, because Sasuke's getting added to the match, but still pretty cool. And then the other first round matchup, Kento Miyahara, Taiji Ishimori. And Ishimori's going to beat Kento Miyahara. It's probably a slight upset. But I think Ishimori's going to outperform him, though. It's going to be close. That's going to go 23, though. As I think we're already in the yellow, so it looks like we're probably a little short on time. No, we just need to steal the show. Alright. And then that's going to be the Laughter 7 Suzuki-gun 6-man. As Taichi's going to beat Kushida. A big-time win for Taichi there. That's going 18. Oh, that's right. Sakuraba's not here. That's right. Sakuraba's contract doesn't start for another, 27 days, something like that. Fuck. So we'll just make it a tag match now. That's not a big deal. We can still... We'll just have it be, Shibata and Kushida. Against Kenta and Taichi. I'll say I've probably never done this before. 18 minutes, and we'll just do the same thing of Taichi beating Kushida. So build and decisive. Nice. And then, for the Steal the Show match, the opener, Aoki and Suzuki against Pac and Ricochet, as they are going to lose in their kind of debuts in the promotion. Pretty wild. It's just a tough spot because Aoki Suzuki, I have plans for them being the junior tag team challengers next, so just kind of waiting as far as we don't want them to lose, obviously, with them being the future title contenders, so it's just kind of stuck with them having to lose. But Kotaro Suzuki's going to get the win there, and we're over by 6 minutes. Yeah, we could probably take time off from this, to be honest. Make it 25. And we can probably take some more time off that as well, to 27. Nope, we're still... Yeah, we can make this 21 minutes. There we go. And we'll add 1 more minute to, actually, Ishii and Marufuji. There we go, perfect. 188. Just Kobashi's used too much as far as a road agent goes. I'm assuming he's road agenting this. Nope, it's that way. He must be road agenting the main, which I kind of want him to still road agent that. So he must be Nope, that's Hayabusa. Damn. There we go. As yeah, we'll have Uncle June do it. Alright, now we're good on that. Our pre-show matches. It's a good question. I'm thinking Masato Tanaka with Koei Sato. Could also do Hanma. Yeah, I think we're going to do Tanaka and Hanma against the team of Masato Inoue and Shohei Taniguchi. Oh, we're going to do... Actually, let's do... Yeah, we'll keep it Inoue and Taniguchi. 12 minutes. Tanaka's going to beat Taniguchi, and all is well. So I wasn't even paying attention to see if Kobayashi's... Okay, it's not. But it's Taue, so he might... Nope, still good. We'll have it be a singles match, I guess. Yeah, probably do Bobby Lashley, and kind of want to do him on Walter, because that would be pretty fucking awesome. Walter's got more pop than him, too. We're going to have Walter beat him. It might be close as far as who's better than who. That's just pretty great, though. And it's the ref. Let's see if we fixed it. Yep, there we go. Good shit. Oh, yeah, and then we're having Kobashi open up the show. Showing off the belt and talking about the tournament, which it's not going to go through the brackets. We'll release that after the show. And now we're going to remove some more time because of this. It's pretty hilarious. We'll bump that down to 20. We can bump this down to 11. There we go. So, I think we're good to go on that front. Let's run the show here. The Great Voyage in Tokyo, Volume 2. First of two pre-show matches. Walter does outperform him by 1 point, as he gets the win at 13-22. Man, Excalibur, just talk about the best hire we'll ever have. I see it just elevated the entire product by having a chemistry boost with our commentators. So Masato Tanaka beats Shohei Taniguchi. That's another one we have to edit, so it's not the fucking roaring elbow. Idiot. Is Hanma with an 81, 51 for Tanaka, 49 for Taniguchi, 35 for Masato Inoue. We really got to book Taniguchi better, to be honest. And the Emerald Openweight title tournament. What's going on? Is a 67 as Aoki with chronic knee pain. Just great. And Pac and Ricochet's timing is all over the place. Wow. There went that opportunity. That sucks. That would have been a fun team to have in the Junior Tag League, but suffice for that. Still, Pac did really well, though, 72. I mean, they almost outperformed him. That's even with the bad chemistry. It's an 80 for Shibata and Kushida against Kenta and Taichi, as the wrong team won. But still, really good match. Nonetheless, Taichi pins Kushida with a Black Mephisto. Pins Kushida, rather, in 18-15. Short match, though. It's not great, and not selling either. But I got the crowd hotter for the tournament matchup, as Kento Miyahara takes the fall to Taiji Shimori in 20 minutes with a Hemocilio. That's another guy we want to upgrade his finishers to. It's a 78 for Kento Miyahara, 76 for Taiji Shimori. I knew it was going to be close. It was going to be close, that's for sure. It's a 79 for the Kings of Wrestling against the Strong Pillars of Violence, as Saxon Jr. with a PK kick over Great Sasuke. Claudia with a 90, 93 for Hiro, 88 for Daisuke Sakamoto, 79 for Yuji Kobayashi, 68 for Zack Sabre Jr., and 64 for the Great Sasuke. Obviously, the right team wins there. And then 81 for Marufuji and Ishii. It's another match that doesn't have any selling, as Marufuji with a pole shift in 28-12. Pretty awesome. So that got an 81 as a 75 for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Title matchup. It's Red Dragon beats Super Crazy and Nozawa. It's pretty close, but yeah, the right team gets the win. Red Dragon making their first defense of the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Both teams with, one with excellent, one with great chemistry, plus Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly with a tag team specialist bonus. 74 for the Junior Heavyweight title matchup as Ryusuke Taguchi beats his former partner 24-37 with the Dodon King Devitt coming up short in his big kind of debut to return, as far as in the Kings of Wrestling, coming up short. It's not good, but a 74 for the main here, which, oh boy. Go actually he's getting better. Sometimes you just gotta keep on trying. And you just gotta keep on building them up, and eventually it'll work. Thank God it did. As again, I mean, how many matches didn't sell? Like, out of the 8 matches we probably had on the main card, probably 4 of them were penalized for that. As Go Shiozaki gets them with the Go Flasher in 26-53. That's his second defense of the GHC Heavyweight title. I'm just kind of curious what else. If anything else went wrong, just Nakajima can't sell. How fun. Well, at least we didn't. I was a little nervous about that one. Just because I was like, man, we were kept on going, and just the shows, they weren't really hitting, or the matches weren't hitting to the level that we're used to. But it was, a bit of a transitional period. But, the tournament matches worked out well. Really well. Best things on the card. Plus, the tag match of Kenta and Taichi against Shibata and Kushida. But some good stuff, though. Some good stuff indeed, as we're going to give some love to Taguchi. We're going to give some love to Go Shiozaki for hitting the 80 mark. And, trying to think who else. Kyle does really well. Marufuji does really well. I think we're going to go with Kyle O'Reilly, to be honest. For helping out with that junior tag match. There we go. So, yeah, now there's going to be a good bit of time. It's basically like a month difference, because obviously we started this in June. So we'll have to wait a couple of weeks, and then once we're all simmed up and caught up, we'll go through the 2 cards and also the tournament bracket for the GHC Emerald Openweight title for the Navigation with Breeze Tour, which, hopefully should be a pretty good tour, though. It's a good tour. Shiga's leaving tomorrow. Another guy biting the dust, which is fine. He's injured, and we don't really need him all too bad. So, yeah, well, it'll be quite seamless, but it'll probably be like a couple of minutes for this guy. Alright, so the tournament bracket looks like this, as of course we already know Marufuji has beaten Tomohiro Ishii and Taiji Ishimori's already beaten Kenta Miyahara, but for the rest of the matches in the first round, Jun Akiyama and Daisuke Sakamoto, King Devitt versus Yoshiro Takayama. That's a fun match as far as, got an absolute giant killer in Yoshiro Takayama. You got a great junior in King Devitt. Yuji Okabayashi and Kazushi Sakuraba, so they've had one match before. Last year during the Global League, and they actually have bad chemistry. We're going to keep it, because that match was a 70, which is not bad. And we'll just kind of see how it goes on the tour show. And Kotori Suzuki and Shuji Shikawa as the another junior versus heavyweight guy. Shuji Shikawa is great with kind of smaller guys, so I think it'd be a fun little match. Kotori Suzuki, big opportunity for him there. And then Kenta and Kushida. What a fucking match. That would be incredible to see. So that was just kind of me wanting to see that personally. But that should be an absolute banger of a match. And then another should be an absolute banger. They've had some matches in 0-1, weirdly, during this save. It's Hanma and Goto, which that'll definitely main event a show. We have them all mapped out as far as each one. Obviously, you see the first 3 are going to have 2 each as far as the rest of the first round matches. Then we'll work our way from there. And we actually paced it out perfectly. We don't have to add an extra show. We don't have to really do anything extra. Every tour show is going to have 2 tournament matches on it, and we'll even it out by the time we get to the Masao Memorial show. So that's awesome. Worked out well. Didn't even mean to. At first I was going to go with having a 8-person tournament, but went for the 16, and good idea. Worked out well. Let's get on with the tour. So we already know what, the 2 matches are, and the 2 matches are Jun Akiyama and Daisuke Sakamoto, and Yuji Kobayashi versus Kazushi Sakuraba. Of course, we want to have Strong Big Japan kind of on the same show. Just felt like that made sense. We got a backstage incident. Kobashi, as he's passing on tips to his, passing tips of microphone work to Go Shiozaki. Pretty awesome. Yeah, we got it in Kanto. I mean, we could probably run somewhere else though. We have a couple places, we haven't ran like since April, so that'd probably be a good idea. The Fukuyama Big Rose. As far as the main event, I'm gonna go with Daisuke and Jun Akiyama, just because I want to see that match more than the other one. But I think they're still pretty good matches. We're gonna give that a little bit more time, 22 minutes. Daisuke's gonna get the win. He's gonna advance to the second round. But Yuji Kobayashi will not be joining him, as we're gonna have this set for Steal the Show. Keep it on the shorter side, which I think really benefits to having Sakuraba being an absolute threat on the mat. He kind of catches Okabayashi out of nowhere with a submission. Is kind of the idea there. That should be fun though to see how Sakuraba does. That's right. I'm a fucking idiot. He's still not ready. I thought for sure that it would be up in time, as I think it's still a couple of days. I think. Might even be more. 4 days. Great. Let's, well, that's an easy fix, though. We can, we're just gonna move this. No, I'll have to do another one. Sunday will do. He'll be back just on that first day. Boy, oh boy. So I guess we can do that. Alright, well, we got it figured out. So, have to go down here. As, I'm assuming that's to day 3. Oh, we can't move it. Well, fuck. Well, just great. So, we'll just go ahead. Kenta Kushida. This Kenta's gonna get the win there. 22 minutes. And then King Devitt, Yoshihiro Takayama. Devitt will be beating Takayama. So then we'll get rid of that. And we'll make sure to switch that over, because that should work out. So we'll, little change of plans, but we'll make it work. It's no big deal. As, now for the rest of the card. We're kind of, as far as, I didn't even go through what the memorial show and stuff's going to look like, so I guess we could go through that. As you see the finals, it's going to be, Naomichi Marufuji versus Kenta. Just makes sense. If there was going to be a finals between a Emerald Championship, I think the best representation would be Marufuji and Kenta. They're two of the original guys going from All Japan to Noah. But also, Kenta, the best representation, and maybe not the best representation of Kenta Kobashi, because it's probably Go Shizaki, to be honest. But as far as just the comparison of Kenta with his affiliation with Kobashi, Marufuji with his affiliation with Misawa, just makes sense for that to be a tournament finals. Plus, we haven't done it in a while, as far as the singles match between those two, and we've been kind of slowly building towards it. So I just feel like that's the best finals for us. Co-main, it's going to be a tag match of Laughter 7 of Shibata and Sakuraba against the Muscle Bombers. Then we're going to have the Kings of Wrestling, King Devitt and Sakuraba, of all of the Kings of Wrestling, taking on the Brave team of Go Shiozaki, Kenta Kobashi, Taiji Shimura, with Daisuke Taguchi teaming up with them. We're going to have a Diamond Ring Strong Big Japan 6-man of Strong Big Japan with Koei Sato, taking on Ketsuya Nakajima, Kento Miyahara, and Keno. Should be a pretty fun match. Then we're going to have Kushida and Taichi, as well as also Kakanuma and Kendo Kashin, so a little junior singles match, rather, between Suzuki-gun and Laughter 7. Also going to have a junior 6-man of the Brave kind of tandem of Aoki Suzuki and Ricky Marvin against Red Dragon and Alex Payne. Should be pretty good, but the opener, and we have 8 matches. I was thinking we had one extra one, but no, we got our even 8. Yoshinori Ogawa, Nikira Taue against Jun Akiyama and Takewa Mori, who's making his, I'm pretty sure he's worked Noah as far as kind of within the mid-2000s. But if he's definitely his debut in the save here, as Takewa Mori, Jun Akiyama, former All Japan Tag Champion, just felt like we needed something from kind of the old guard, something from the old era. It would be Akatoshi Saito in this scenario, but he's hurt for a long time. So it felt like we could bring in Takeo Omori. He's going to do okay for us. He'll probably be around the 50s, 40s. It's going to be the opener now. It's, not a huge deal or anything. As for the actual Navigation with Breeze show, looks a little bit like this. As we're going to have a GHC tag title matchup as Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji, maybe a potential champion and champion versus champions match of the Kings of Wrestling. That's going to be a lot of fun. That should be quite a banger of a matchup. Then we're going to have Katsuri Shibata and Kenta. That, as far as Kenta and Shibata, they've had, last year, they have the number one match, I think, in the save, as far as from the time of withdrawal, which it wasn't supposed to be, because we had to redo it. But it's the number one match as far as in the save goes. They haven't had a match, obviously, since then. So it's a long time coming, 6 months, until we get a conclusion of that. And Shibata's been getting a lot of big wins recently. He just beat Goto. He's been getting wins after wins after wins. It's probably only a matter of time before he'll take on, or if Kenta can beat Shibata here, then, as far as building towards a potential GHC heavyweight title match, or, a lot can happen in that Kings of Wrestling tag title match with Go and Marufuji. Let's say Hero pins Go, or, that's going to be something to look out for. Then we're going to have a number one contendership tag team matchup of Strong Big Japan and the former tag champs of Diamond Ring, Katsuki Nakajima and Kento Miyahara. Just makes sense. Strong Big Japan have been a force, obviously. Made it all the way to the Tag League Finals. Just came up short against the eventual winners and now the current champs, the Kings of Wrestling. That could, be a rematch there potentially. Or Diamond Ring could get a rematch here if they beat Strong Big Japan. Junior title matchup of Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryusuke Taguchi. Just makes sense that Devitt is still pissed about Taguchi losing, so he's going to send out his fellow stablemate to take him out. Then we're going to have a 6-man of Muscle Bombers of Morishima, Yuji Hino, and Falter taking on the Strong Pillars of Violence of Ishikawa, Hanma, and Masato Tanaka. And it's pretty far down the card, but I just felt like this was the best place for it. Maybe we'll switch it with the 6-man. I think that's what we're going to do, to be honest. I just feel better about that. But we're going to have the junior tag title matchup of Aoki and Suzuki against Red Dragon. We're also going to have Kushida, King Devitt, which is a really, really good match for it being the second match on the card. But obviously we're doing Zack and Taguchi. Maybe, as far as Kushida and Ryusuke Taguchi, obviously, in real life, they team up quite a bit. And, but at least so far in the save, obviously Kushida's had his, he was teaming up with Shelley. After 7 form, and he's been teaming up with Cashin, but that's not really working out. Some potential, Taguchi's now without a partner. Shida doesn't have a great partner, so could see something happening there. And then the opener, Sakuraba and Kendo Cashin against Yoshihiro Takayama and Yoshihiro Kanemaru. Just to have Sakuraba and Takayama in the same match is really why I did this. It'd just be a fun match. Will the ratings be great for it? Probably not, but I just think it's going to be a fun match there. That's the 2 big cards that we got left. As far as what we can do as far as building, that's a kind of a great question, because really, as far as, the Memorial Show, obviously the main event, it's through a tournament, so we can't really build that, and kind of a good bit of everybody that's in that tournament, Morishima, I guess we could do something, because like Sakuraba isn't now on the show, so we could maybe do something as far as the Muscle Bombers in them. Just an idea. So let's do Shibata, Sakuraba. Oh, that's right, Sakuraba's not fucking here, so and they don't have really a junior, so never mind that. We'll keep it rolling. We could do something. As far as Kings of Wrestling goes, we could do something like Hero and Zack against, let's see here. I guess we could do Kobashi and Ryusuke Taguchi. As we're going to have it's an interesting decision here. Now this finish, to as far as what we do, because I think we're just going to have Hero beat the new GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. Because that's kind of the best option for us. I guess we could have Zach beat him, but at the same time, probably shouldn't. There we go. But yeah, also too, Kings of Wrestling are also, King Devitt against Suzuki Gun. We could do something with that as well. Just an idea. But, we really can't, though, at the same time, because we'd have to do, like, Zach and Junior, because, obviously, they don't have, like, a lot of heavyweights, since Kenta's also on the card. Yeah, I think it's fair. But we can do, as far as we're doing Cashin in Kakanuma, and then Taichi and Kushida, so maybe we could do Taichi, Kendo Cashin? Just an idea. 12 minutes, Daichi gets the win. So that's 4. And then we could just throw some young lions out there, because they haven't really been booked in a hot minute. Koji Yamamoto. Ricochet, just get him a win. Back into the right direction there. And same thing with Pac as well. He can take on Konosuke Takeshita, because that'd be a... Or Tetsuya Endo. Either way, that's a fun match. We're going to go with Endo. Would like to see, maybe we could have done Ricochet Pac. I guess we still can do Ricochet Pac against Endo and Takeshita. But, oh, it's just the pre-booking thing. I was about to say, what else is fucked up there? But that is the card for the first day. It's all fucking fucked up, but we got it. We got it figured out, slowly but surely. And then, of course, if for some reason it doesn't count him being back on that Sunday, we'll just push that show back, and it'd be no big deal. But we got it all figured out. And, yeah, now we can run the show. 54, they don't click. Great. 6:30 for Pac and 12:29. It's a 57 for Ricochet and Koji Yamamoto. Yeah, Ricochet killing it. Fucking, I forgot when he used to have the chocolate rain. So he used to call it. Jesus Christ. Took me back. Taichi and Kendo Cashin actually have some good chemistry. That's good. Taichi with a 56, 33 for Cashin. He was off his game. It didn't matter, though. Black Mephisto for Taichi. Getting a nice win there. 72 for Hiro and Zack against Kobashi and Taguchi. As Hiro pins Taguchi with the death blow. 77 for Hiro. 68 for Taguchi. He actually did better than Zack and Kunta Kobashi, which is just hilarious but awesome. That Junior Champ's doing so well. 68. I was hoping we'd get into the 70s as King Devitt gets the win over Yoshiro Takayama in 16:28 with Devitt's End. That's that high-end, like, Fujiwara armbar he used to do. He's got a 70, though. Outperformed Takayama. That made sense. They actually have been teaming in Dragon Gate, which is pretty awesome. Talk about in a perfect kind of scenario. Instead of Fale as the heater, it was Takayama and Bullet Club. It wouldn't have really made sense as far as them being, like, outsider invaders and kind of all being Gaijins at the beginning, but would have been pretty cool to see. I mean, a cool, like, heater to have. So then Kenta and Kushida is a 72. So Kenta gets the win with the Busaiku knee in 22:08. Pretty damn close, though. Pretty damn close. Kushida's fucking awesome, though. No surprise. That went really well, except for they don't sell. I'm going to assume it's on Kenta. We'll see. Oh, and it's just Kenta and Kushida just as a whole. I guess they couldn't sell. It's alright, though. I mean, it's a tour show, got a 71. No big deal. On to the next one we go, as that's going to be Hanma and Goto against Shuji Shikawa and Kotor Suzuki on that show. So that should be pretty good. Obviously Hanma and Goto, it's not going to be as great as if that show was done on a non-tour show type of deal, but it still should do pretty well. Obviously should be a solid main event, as I think it's actually right, I'm about to say, I think it's right then and there. So keep it going. as I completely actually forgot to show, there's an absolute bidding war for Rey Mysterio Jr. right now. He actually got released by WWE. He didn't re-sign. He's just been kind of waiting a while. TNA got up to big, tried to sign him, and then it just started at a fucking onslaught. Like CMLL, AAA, Dragon Gate's trying to get him. Like all the Dragon Gate hopefully doesn't get him just for the sake of there are competition. But that would be pretty awesome to see Rey Mysterio Jr. do a Dragon Gate run. It's Daisuke passing on microphone work to his brother Yuji Kobayashi. Good stuff. Let's see here. Still a good bit of places. Yeah, we haven't ran Osaka in a while, but, we'll probably running Osaka as far as, we're not running at the Memorial Show, obviously, and I don't think we're going to be running at the Navigation with Breeze either, though, to be fair. Yeah, but I think as far as, yes, yeah, after the tag league, the junior tag league, that Great Voyage is in Osaka, so yeah, that's fine. We can wait a little bit for that, but there is still a good bit of people. Yeah, we'll go with, we'll just go right here. Makes sense. Shuji Shikawa, Kotori Suzuki. That's not going to be the main event, but we're just going to do it right now. It's good. Shuji Shikawa's going to get the win there, but probably no surprise. And Hanma and Goto. Goto's going to get the win, so yeah. Look at their fucking match history. Long as hell, but I see 2 singles matches from October 2011 and February 2012, both in 0-1. But that's a triple threat, though, so that's funny. New Japan did that. And the Super J Cup has had another triple threat, that time with Nakamura, though. It's wild. But Goto's going to get the win. It's going to go 27 minutes. Pretty good main event, if I do say so myself. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But that's going to be interesting, though, because right now, as far as, booking New Japan guys, because with bringing in Sakuraba as a exclusive guy now, it's kind of, torn as far as our relationship. We still are on handshake deals, but whenever that pendulum drops as far as the bidding wars start, I'm not going to start it because I'm not really that eager about it right now. But when that happens, there's a chance we might steal Hanma, Goto, Ishii, Devitt, probably Taguchi as well. I'll probably try to steal Golden Lovers. I know I've been holding off on really using them because Omega's hurt right now, I think. But I've been kind of waiting and buying my time and waiting for the right moment to bring those guys in the Golden Lovers. But should be pretty goddamn soon because it's going to start. There's going to be a bidding war for sure between us and New Japan. They got a lot more money than us, but we have heart, goddammit. For this show, we do know that Akiyama and we could maybe do a tag of that, like have Akiyama and Sakuraba team up against Daisuke and Kobayashi, but again, Sakuraba's not going to be here, so we can't do that. So really, that just doesn't really have a whole lot of options as far as what we could build towards for the next show. I guess we could do as far as maybe have something like Taiji Ishimori, Ricky Marvin against maybe Red Dragon. Just an idea. In a non-title match. Or we could make it a 6-man and throw Aoki over there. Then have Red Dragon with Alex Payne. Yeah, Aoki's chronic knee is knee pain. It's going to last 2 months, which is pretty nuts, but hopefully it's not going to affect him too much as far as in that title match. We'll have the... I'm trying to think would probably be the best bet here. I think we're going to have the champs win first, as we'll have... No, let's have Ishimori beat Bobby Fish. Nah, that's probably a bad idea, because then Ishimori should probably get a title shot instead. It should be him getting it for the junior tag title. I guess we could still do that, though. We can just take out Aoki, and it could be Ishimori and Suzuki. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Making changes on the fly. Not really sure. Yeah, I think we'll keep it at 14. There we go. So, we got our, 3 matches as far as this is not really a great mid card per se, but I would like something a little bit better. But at the same time, yeah, we got a lot going on. Maybe as far as something with Diamond Ring, since neither of them, kind of weird. I now I'm thinking about that. I'm like, man, we probably should have, as far as because Miyahara was in it, he lost to Ishimori, but probably should have had Nakajima in it. But he was also had the title match recently, so I just felt like it was a bad idea. And then with, we'll use Okita. Sure, I feel like that's fair. So they're taking on Strong Big Japan at the Misawa Memorial Show. We could do either, boy, oh boy, because I guess we could do just Strong Big Japan and Koei Sato, because I mean it's the same match, but instead Keno's in it and not Okita, so I feel like that's pretty fair. It's not a bad tour show. So Koei Sato's going to beat Okita. Just kind of, yeah, I've never done this before. Yeah, we'll bump that up over that. And then for our undercard, let's have Morishima as his kind of return. Him and Walter get to beat up on someone. Let's see who's their victims for the day. Yeah, we do have Keith Walker now that's just kind of doing jack shit since we got rid of Bison Smith. We should probably just release him, to be honest. Because he's kind of not needed anymore. Yeah, Mori's now in, though. Same time. His stats are not bad, though. Pretty good psychology, obviously. Mori's pretty awesome. So that's fun that we get to bring him in, even though it's at the tail end of his career. Yeah, Yoshitone hasn't been used in a hot minute either. Yujiro's back, but obviously Naito's going to be out for a while. I think we're just going to use... probably not. Probably shouldn't do that. Man, this is tough. Because I really don't want to use... I guess we could do Masawa Inoue and Taniguchi. I guess. They keep on fucking losing, which I feel bad for, because Taniguchi's actually pretty good. Yeah, Morishima can beat up on Inoue. Just to see how they do as a team. Yeah, we just need a steal the show match. Boy, that's now going to be the opener. Interesting. Eh, we could do a junior tag match. Do Sasuke with Yoshitone. Yeah, we could do Momonosushin tag. Also, Tanasaki and Pac, I believe, are the open... Well, no, it's just the Brave Gate. Never mind. I thought they were the Twin Gate champs, too. At one point. I guess all they were the Triangle Gate champs, but as with Doi, and that was actually before the mod, too. Canon. Not a bad idea. To have them be a team, Tanasaki and Pac. Let's try it. So we'll have Pac win. Actually, we'll have Tanasaki get the win. Pac doesn't need the win too badly. Yoshitone, sadly, be taking the fall, but this should be a pretty fun match. Especially if Pac and Yoshitone get involved. That is a high-speed affair. So we'll keep it there. Alright, I mean, pretty solid card, to be honest. We've had a lot worse cards in the past, especially for a tour show. Yeah, 59 opener. Can't beat that. Morishima to 74. Thumbs up there, even though he was off his game. But he looked good out there as a backdrop driver for Morishima. We could probably update his moves, too. I was hoping for a chemistry boost, but that's okay. They already, Volter and Eugene already have one, so it'd just be kind of OP at this point if they also too. Yeah, been pretty good. 60-64 as Tanasaki pins Yoshitomo with Casanova. Everybody did pretty good, but Yoshitomo, that's fine. Someone can get carried. 72 for the junior six-man as Ishimori pins Bobby Fish. Tella Rana as the Ishimori 75, 66 for Kyle O'Reilly. Then 57s for Alex Payne and Ricky Marvin. Yeah, Aoki with a 50. Not great. Injury's going to take a big toll on that. It's not good. Yeah, you might as well have Ishimori and Kotori Suzuki instead. Unless they have bad chemistry. I could be wrong. As Diamond Ring, Strong Pills of Violence, six-man tag. As Koei Sato taps out. Oh my god. Oh, that's so dumb. I gotta change Koei Sato's moveset too. As Daisuke Sakamoto with a 77. Oh, actually, Yuji Okabayashi did better. Got a 78. Wow. Nakajima 74, 73 for Miyahara, 52 for Koei Sato, and Takashi Okita, no surprise, is the drizzling shits. 81. They have great chemistry. That Shuji Shikawa, he would have probably a great match with Kotori Suzuki, especially around this time. It'd be a lot of fun to see because Shuji Shikawa, I mean, not enough praise for that man. I think he's the most well-rounded big man in Japanese pro wrestling. Probably has been for about a decade now. He's been unreal for a good while as far as the variability, the variety they can throw at people. I just kind of made up a word, but then the variety of what he can do. He can work death matches. He can have a Haas fight with someone. He can have a big man, little man match with someone. It's awesome. He's so good. And then 82, as Hanma and Goto. Hanma actually outperforms him as Goto gets the win in 27:06. Pretty awesome. That's a great little show there. An 81 for a tour show. You can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. As we just have one more show for the first round matches, and then we're going on to the second round, which I'm not really sure how that structure is looking like. As far as I'm not sure what the matches are on paper right now, but we'll see here in a little bit. As far as after we ran our third show, we can take a look. As I'm just kind of curious. Oh, also, yeah, Jun Akiyama is he's now technically clinically obese. Where's that note at? No, that's where he got injured. It was some. There it is. Yeah, he went from bulky to obese. I'm just kind of curious to see where the Rey Mysterio Jr. saga is going. So it looks like it's gonna be TNA. Wow, New Japan tried to get him too. CMLL, AAA. TNA, I mean, listen, it's crazy how much this mod really just, you get Brock Lesnar, they've been hiring people, they got to big, they're at $41 million right now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think as far as the heavyweight champ is Brock now, so at least that makes sense, even though he's already had 8 successful defenses. That's fucking crazy. Him and James Storm in a cage. Yeah, I mean, obviously him and AJ would be pretty awesome, especially to start off the reign. Actually, they did it twice. They did it on a fucking Impact, and then they did it at Victory Road again on the rematch. Which is why I love Bully Ray was champ, too. To Bobby Roode. I love how Bobby Roode beat Brock that once but twice. That was actually 3 times. Gotta love the AI booking. Gotta love it. So on to day 3 we go. Alrighty, so backstage incidents. More Rikio and Sakuraba's. Rikio's brought for versus Cortacusa, not joining the rest of the locker room out for a night out. This Judge Kazushi Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for everyone after the show. And Sakuraba has taken Konosuke Takeshita under his wing. That's pretty awesome. Very unique as far as, like, obviously what Takeshita is. Having, like, an MMA influence on top of that would be pretty awesome. Would make him, like, a well-rounded savage, to be honest. So we're finally at the end of the first round matches. Daisuke and Jun Akiyama, of course, we were already kind of talking about how that match was going to fold, and, you know, it's going to be about the same thing here. It's going to go 18, Daisuke and Jun Akiyama. Daisuke's going to get the win, and then, you know, again, even though they have negative chemistry, we're going to have the set for Steal the Show. Taue will be the road agent there. And as far as that goes, we're going to find again where we haven't ran to in far as April. Is it just Osaka now? Okay, it's a good sign. I guess we could run it as far as, like one time. Or we could run it the Masaru Memorial Show in Osaka. It's not a terrible idea. I think that's what we're going to do instead. So we'll run Chubu here. 2,000 strong. For this one, as it's not the greatest of nights, but it should still be pretty good matches, though. They're not going to be legendary, but they'll be pretty good. It's not going to be like that last night we just saw, I know that much. And it's funny, I just now remembered, Sakuraba was actually in the finals of New Japan's Best Super Juniors, like the previous night. That was the last thing he did for him. It was just fucking hilarious. Again, like, why? Just why? We could use Momo no Shushin Tag to do something. They haven't been used in a while. As far as who they could face, I guess we could throw Takashita and Endo at them just to do it. Yeah, I mean they've had him face a couple of times already, so maybe not. We could do. Tell you what, we could do a 6-man, no limit. Everybody of no limit. So throw O'Hara over there, and then Pac with okay. About to say not here. Yuki Tanasaki and Ricochet. Pretty good 6-man. We don't need a steal the show match, so at least we have that. But we'll give it 12, and we'll have Tanasaki again get the win. Actually, Ricochet. I don't know. We'll give it to Pac this time. Pac can beat Hajime Ohara. Not a bad match. And again, I would love a 6-man as far as having everybody of Muscle Bombers. Or we could do a tag of just Hino and Walter. Not a bad idea. I'm trying to think who they could. We could do Sato and Masato Tanaka. As far as not a terrible idea. So I'm gonna have done this before. Give it 16, and I'll give you Gino the win. He can beat Koei Sato. Actually, he's gonna beat Masato Tanaka. Fuck it, because he's gonna outperform him. We'll see how Walter does. Yeah, I had a feeling about that one. Yeah, the pop is pretty crazy. Sever and Kanto, though. Eugenio's over as fuck. Well, we'll keep him strong, though. Just out of respect. Alright. Fuck your respect. Don't need all that. You got the wrong one for that. As far as what we could do as far as a Young Lion match, we could. Man, no, I don't think it'd be good enough to do at the same time. Thinking maybe having Young Lion match, but I'd better not. Takeo Omori could use a debut. Why not? Have a 6-man of, never mind. Yeah, because Jun Akama's on this show, so man, I better not do that. Go back to the tags. Haven't used Bob Sapp and Bobby Lashley in a while. Let's see as far as what we can do. Taniguchi and no way. Let's give Taniguchi a win. He could beat Bob Sapp. Because fuck it. Taniguchi could use a win, even though it's against Bob Sapp. Hurts my soul. That's gotta be done. Let's throw Johnny the Bull out there in a singles match. He can lose to someone. Someone who could use a win. I'm trying to think who has bad momentum that we... Because, I mean, to our surprise, really, I'd say our roster's pretty well booked for the most part. There's a couple guys, but most of those guys we don't really use in a positive light anyways. So it's like, Kobashi, there we go. He could use some wins always. Because he's fucking Kobashi. Even though it's like 11 minutes. No big deal. We'll have that be the opener. Guess Kenta Kobashi's kind of the second thing on the card, but it's alright. Here's the thing. I have so much faith in this, but Ohara and Kotoge's not so great either. But this, I don't know. I think we'll just keep it as that. So on the show, a 45. Yep. Taniguchi outperformed Bob Sapp. Yep. I'm surprised. Front suplex in 6 minutes. 5:59 to be exact. Bobby Lashley is with a 45. It's a 50 for Johnny the Bull. 59 for Kobashi busting out the Burning Hammer in front of 2,000 people. I respect it. 65 for Future Shock against Pac, Tanasaki, and Ricochet. It's Pac with a 630, 12-12. Pac with a 69, 64 for Ricochet, 62 for Tanasaki. Pretty good. And then 54 for Arata, 51 for Kotoge, 41 for Hajime Ohara. Pretty good. 57 for this one. Double fucking bomb for Yuji Hino and Walter over Masato Tanaka in 15:48. Yeah, Yuji Hino, full speed ahead. As far as, he's awesome. What's more to say? Yuji Hino's the man, but him and Walter together, it's a pretty good team. Outperformed Tanaka and Koei Sato, but that's not really too much of a brag. 69 for Sakuraba and Yuji Kobayashi. So about the same as what it was when we did it in the Global League last year. Just 1 point difference. Sakuraba should not have won. Definitely should not. 67 for the main as well. Daisuke with the Brazilian German suplex win in 17:54. Not the greatest of shows, but really, this should have been higher. Definitely should have more faith in it, but it shouldn't have had so much faith in this, to be honest. But you live and learn. It would have been a little bit better had this been the main, but it still would have been about a 67, so not a huge deal. And now, on to the second round matches, which the second round matches, as far as the next night, Daisuke is going to go right back into the tournament action as Marufuji and Ishimori are going to take on Daisuke Sakamoto and King Devitt as Marufuji, Daisuke Sakamoto, and Taiji Ishimori and King Devitt. As far as those two respective matches, I can imagine nothing worse. Jim Cornette with Dragon Gate USA, he would be pulling his hair out of his head. He would absolutely hate nothing more. He's big mad. Luckily, we have a good bit of money to kind of buy people out. Oh, or at least, is $10,000 worth it? I think so. I think we'll make that money back and then some. Yeah, we've been making $1 million a month. We're fine. As I think we have it pre-booked, so I think we're good to go. Also, Keiji Muto was replaced as CEO. Not sure by who yet, as you remember, back in January, he got caught. He was caught with some toots on a regular basis. Surprised it took so long for them to let him go. It was from poor performance. That's what happens. The toots not coming around. Performance went down. It's crazy. All Japan just kind of didn't really work out. Because they were really getting aggressive there and signing people's exclusive deals. And I think they've went away with that recently. Because I've been seeing that they've been signing guys on just handshake deals. So that's nice, but at the same time, it sucks being a fan of Japanese pro wrestling. Seeing it go down the shitter, as we'll see as far as the main event. It's a tough one because I love both those matches. Devitt and Ishimori have their history. Devitt's always beaten them. They've had a draw in the past, but as far as Ishimori's never beaten them. And then Marufuji and Daisuke, I don't think they've ever had a singles match against each other. As far as in the save. So, yeah, but we're waiting. Yeah, I guess. I don't think Kanto's the best bet, so I think just Kyushu's probably the best idea. Honda Citizen Center. Oh, we can run a 2,000-seater. Yeah. We got that, no problem. I'm just kind of curious to see. Oh, we have. I'm an idiot. Global League. So back the first ever Global League we did. Marufuji won. It's a 64. They've never had a singles match since then. Strong Big Japan, those won a lot in the past, as far as when either with Jun Akiyama or with Kyotawe. So yeah, Marufuji will be getting a win this time, though, obviously. As y'all know, what's the finals? Then Ishimori will be beating King Devitt. Devitt, you know, the change in stable, he's lost a couple of big-time matches that he would probably normally win going into. It's a bit of a story there that we're telling. So maybe the pressure's getting to him. As far as what we can do, you know, part of me, you know, go with either like Taguchi against someone from King's Wrestling and Zack. Like, again, that's making a lot of sense. You know, we could do Kobashi again. We could do kind of the same thing, but this time have it be Claudio. Just an idea. So, Raisuke Taguchi. Let's make it a 6-man. Because we could get someone. You know, we could use Jun Akiyama, for instance. Gucci against just, you know, King's Wrestling and Zack Sabre Jr. And we'll have Claudio take the fall. Or we'll have Claudio win, rather. So he's going to beat Jun Akiyama. Does suck that both Akiyama and Kenta Kobashi have cooled momentum, but just kind of the way of the road. Way of the road. Pretty good solid top 3, you know. I don't think we need to add anything more as far as for the top. We just gotta work on the bottom of the card. As far as, you know, Diamond Ring, would love to see them take on some type of heavyweight team. At the same time, though, we got a lot of great teams out there. The Twin Towers of Violence will be probably the best bet. Nakajima, Miyahara. Now, that may be too good of a match, too, at the same time, so we'll think of something else. Then we could do a junior tag of the former champs. Ozawa Super Crazy. Against the, no, we probably shouldn't do that, because we'll probably end up doing that for the... we can do the Young Lions, I guess. Takashita and Endo kind of work their way back up type of deal. Haven't done this before either, so that's always nice. Yeah, Super Crazy, since he could use a win. He could beat Takashita. 11 minutes. See what else we can do. Yeah, Keith Walker could use a loss. We can do him and Bobby Lashley, I guess. Not the greatest of matches, but it's something. And it gets a win for Bobby Lashley. You know, we're trying. He was someone like him and Bob Sapp. That'd be a fun addition to the Muscle Bombers. That would be pretty awesome, but at the same time, I don't know how long I'm going to use Bob Sapp. I love him to death. It hurts me to say that, but it's not worth it. I mean, you know, we'll probably drop him out, though, because he does have, you know, crazy pop. I mean, not crazy. It's in the 50s, but, you know, guys that could use the bump. Yeah, Masato Tanaka is getting a little chilly as far as momentum goes. He could probably use a win. Yeah, we'll have Johnny the Bull, Masato Tanaka. Sure. 11 minutes. Masato Tanaka gets the win. A lot of singles matches on this tour. Wow, Masato Tanaka That's right. He's at a solid 10 for all-out matches. Yeah, I have 4. Oh yeah, we don't have a steal the show. Whoops. We'll have it be the opener. That's the match I have the most faith in out of the 3. Alright. 52. Super Crazy breaks his toe, but got a lot of great stuff as far a lot of green. Got some great chemistry from the tag teams and the commentators, and Nozawa's got some praise for the 63, 57 for Super Crazy. Takashima into the 40s already. And he's probably not even 6 months in. A 38. They have good chemistry, though. Bobby Lashley beats Keith Walker with the Dominator, and there's no way he would be getting up for that. 60, though, for Masada Tanaka and Johnny the Bull, as Masada Tanaka with a sliding D in 10-15. Probably should have gave that one to steal the show, but that's okay. 76 for the 6th man, as the King's Wrestling beat the Brave team with Ryusuke Taguchi, as Claudio pinning Junior Akiyama with the Ricola Bomb. The 82 for Hiro, 77 for Claudio, 63 for Taguchi, 61 for Kobashi. Actually, Zack Sabre Jr. did better than Kobashi, and the 54 for Jun Akiyama. 77 for Ishimori and King Devitt. As Ishimori outperforms him, gets the win with the Himo Celio and 23-32. Big time win advancing. And then Naomichi Marufuji beats Daisuke Sakamoto in 27 minutes with Shirin Yu. Lack of selling on display, goddammit. But as far as the wrong main event for sure, should have been Ishimori and Devitt, but that's okay. Still a pretty good show. 70, we'll take it. We keep it rolling, as I want to say the next second round matchups are Kenta Goto, Ishikawa, Kazushi Sakuraba. I believe that's going on next, and of course the semifinals, which will be the winners of those 2 matches. It'll be Kenta or Goto against Ishimori. Well, it'll be Kenta and Ishimori. It's going to be Shuji Ishikawa and Naomichi Marufuji, because those 2 do so well as far as those matches go. Oh, Ishikawa bruised his tailbone. No, not good. Not good. Dragon Gate's trying to get some guys. That just sucks. Absolutely sucks, though. Ishikawa bruised his tailbone. Pay raise for Ishimori. That makes sense. Makes sense. We gotta keep it going, though. I don't really care about Keith Walker's morale, so we'll just slide on through. Backstage incident. Roger Strong, Sakuraba. Strong, right before Russell's court, accused of being absorbed by his phone when he should have been paying attention in the locker room meeting. The judge, Kazushi Sakuraba, found him guilty and sentenced to buy a crate of beer for everyone after the show. Nice. As far as what we can do, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing, a whole lot left. We'll have to run Gyoku here. And then that kind of final day, it's going to be interesting. It's, Goto and Kenta will definitely be the main. Kenta's going to get the win there, obviously. And then Ishikawa and Sakuraba, Shuji Ishikawa's going to get the win. Which that will obviously then lead to the next night, being Shuji Ishikawa, Naomichi Marufuji, and Kenta and Ishimori. Pretty great matches there, if I do say so myself. So now, we've kind of used a good bit as far as our roster already. We're obviously a couple of days into the tour now. I think another Pac Tanasaki match. As far as they've already taken on Sasuke and Yoshitone. They haven't faced Momono Sushin Tag, but at the same time, I don't want them to. It's kind of tough, when you're knowing that you're going to do a Junior Tag League tournament coming up. I guess we could do Katoge and Ohara, just for it to be a little bit different. Pac will be beating Ohara. Yeah, I mean, definitely undercard match. And we can use Iwamato as, let's see, what Junior could probably use it. We did the Ricochet match. Sasuke could use a win. We've done this back in April, so probably a little too soon to do it again, but fuck it. Sasuke over the young lion. So, Sasuke's road agent. Yeah, we'll have that be the opener. As far as what else we could do, we need to steal the show match. I know that much. As, Livestrong Die Hard, they really haven't done anything this tour, so maybe something with that. We can have them beat Indo and Takashita, I guess. So we haven't done that before. Not like they could use like the morale boost or anything, but just getting on the card, beating the young lions. Kills two birds with one stone, you know. I feel like that's gonna be better. It's gonna be tough though. We'll be close. Yeah, I think a 6-man is probably in order for this. So, I think after 7 Suzuki-gun, that can make probably the most sense out of this. So, let's see here. Let's do Shibata, Kendo Kashin, Kushida. We'll do Takayama, Kanemaru, and Taichi. Even though it probably should use Kakanuma, to be honest, since we're going to do Kakanuma and Kashin instead of Kanemaru and Kashin. For 13 minutes. So we're going to have Kakanuma beat Kashin. Actually, other way around. We're going to have Kashin beat Kakanuma. There we go. That's the card. Not the greatest. Not the greatest, but it's something at least. We're saved by the top 2 matches. Yep. That actually didn't go well at all. Sasuke was off his game, so was Koji Yamamoto. Glad that was the opener. And 51. It's Takashita and Endo. Yeah, again, they're slowly but surely improving. Sick kick into the Die Hard driver for Roger Strong and Eddie Edwards. 55-56. Good stuff. As Pac and Naoki Tanasaki beat Katoge and Ohara. So yeah, just, what can you say? Pac killed it. As he pins Hajime Ohara with a 630 splash. It would be great to see Speed Muscle again, but now that Yoshihino, and he's with New Japan since the start of the save, and we don't have a relationship anymore with him, so we just kind of can't. Now, it was great to use him one time. So after 7 against Suzuki-gun, as Kashin taps out Kakanuma, and 12:51. 79 for Shibata, 64 for Taichi, second best guy in the match. Did better than Kushida's. Kushida was 63, 56 for Kakanuma, 53 for Takayama, and then 40 for Kendo Kashin. He's just so bad. As Shuji Ishikawa and Sakuraba, even with the injury. He was somewhat slowed down, not terribly though, as Ishikawa gets the one to Hawaiian Splash Mountain in 22-13. 75 for Kenta and Goto, as Kenta with a 79, Goto with a 67. Go to sleep for Kenta in 28-23. Again, they don't sell, but fuck it, it's a 75. 73, though, for the show. We have our semifinals set. 1 junior made it, and then obviously 2 former juniors that are now heavyweights, and then we got the big man, Shuji Ishikawa, making it all the way to the semifinals. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. As, and obviously, I haven't actually added anything to the pre-show yet. So we'll actually take a pause, which we have been recording for a good bit now. So nice time to take a break, and then we'll catch you back for the final show. Oh, actually, it's tomorrow, so perfect. So yeah, we'll catch you guys for the final show of the tour. Alrighty, so as far as where this show's going to take place, as far as Osaka would make a lot of sense because we're going to be running, obviously, the Memorial Show in Osaka, which I don't know how I feel about that, but I just feel like that's the best bet, so it's not like triple booked in one venue area. Because I just don't think Kanto needs it, and I think it just makes sense all around makes sense there. Because we'll have a while, till the end of the fucking Global League. Well, even we'll probably running the Junior Global Tag League, obviously throughout everywhere, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we'll run this little Osaka Iki Coliseum for this. I mean, some big time matches. I love Marufuji Nishikawa, but I think Kenta Ishimori should be the main. I think it should. They've never had a singles match. It's pretty awesome that obviously in the New Japan series, they're stablemates. They're just kind of perfect components in here. They're on different ends of the spectrum where he's looking to crawl his way now into this open weight title scene. Taiji Ishimori is, but with his size, he'll always kind of be stuck as a junior. And in Kenta, someone who broke that glass barrier with his awesome strikes and just being fucking awesome. As I don't know why is Excalibur just not here? Huh. It's weird. But Kenta will be getting the win. I just now realize Excalibur's not even there. So then Marufuji's going to be beating Shuji Ishikawa, which is, they've had 3 different singles matches, actually. Maybe 4. Yeah, it was all right in the row, because I remember I threw it on the pre-show one time. I was like, I got nothing for him. And it did really well. And I was like, all right, well, we got to do it again. So we did it on the Great Voyage show. Then they had the Global League, where Marufuji again won. So he's never lost to Shuji Ishikawa. Now 4 in a row. Big tough. So I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, he's still on the roster. Huh. See where he's at. Oh, he's all right. yeah, choose Pro Wrestling Guerrilla over us. I get it. That's your baby. And it's just a tour show, even though we'll be seeing Kenta Nishimori and Marufuji and Shuji Ishikawa. I get it. So now that we're at the final kind of show here, really's now the best time to kind of build some stuff. As far as we could do Taichi, even though we shouldn't do it. As far as Taichi and Kakanuma against Kashin and Kushida, it doesn't make a lot of sense because they have awful chemistry and it's just not going to work out. But it's on a tour show, so I think we can get away with it. And plus, Kushida and Taichi are talented enough to make it work, as Kakanuma will be taking the fall here, as Kushida will be beating him. But, well, we're going to keep it short and just hope nothing bad happens. Let's see, I think we're going to have both Endo and Takashita in singles matches. So I'll have Ricky Marvin and Endo in the first one, just to get Ricky Marvin a win. And then the other one, see what other junior, Alex Payne could always use a win anytime. Takashita. Yeah, we did this back in April though. Got a 37 last time. I just, because Alex Payne, and some places he's over enough, and some places he's not. We are in Osaka, so we'll be at 42. So yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I think we got it. Alex Payne will be getting the win. And now we just need to steal the show match. Perfect. Yeah, we could do something with Devitt and Zach, I think. It's not a bad idea. Against Taguchi and Kotori Suzuki. Why not? Or we could do Yoshitown. I think Yoshitown's probably for the best. There, as 13 minutes. And we're going to finally have Zach beat Taguchi, just to really add some spice to that matchup. Or we can have Devitt get that win back. And he's still kind of like, still pointing out that he wants to have Zach take him on. There we go. Oh, yeah, steal the show. Right. Hopefully it works. A lot of junior stuff, but fuck it. We got a lot of it, so might as well use it. 52. So, yeah, this match hit that pop limit. Makes sense. As Alex Payne with the sweet spot in 10:26. One might say it hit the sweet spot of the pop. It's Alex Payne off his game. Still gets a 53, though. Not bad. 41, though, for Ricky Marvin and Tetsuya Endo. Somehow, Ricky fucking Marvin does not have the pop for this. Interesting. Did pretty good, though, as far as in-ring performance-wise. Ricky Marvin with a 61. 58 for the junior tag match here of Tai Chi and Kakanuma against Kashin and Kushida. Yeah, I mean, Kakanuma outperformed fucking Kendo Kashin. And Kushida. But, Kushida's awesome. He's just stuck with a shitty partner for the time being. 66 for King Devitt and Zack Sabre Jr. against Taguchi and Ryusuke and Yoshitone. As King Devitt with Bloody Sunday on Taguchi in 13-15. Also, I like that, too. Now he's kind of gave him the Bloody Sunday. We've given him a lot more moves to his arsenal. I think it adds to him being more of a threat now, too. It's Devitt with a 70. Good stuff. Taguchi with a 66. 63 for Zack Sabre Jr. 71 for Marufuji in Shuji Ishikawa. Wow. Even, both guys had something negative going for him. Ishikawa had the injury. Marufuji was off his game, really off his game. But Ishikawa should have won. Be a son of a bitch. A 71. Main event's a 72. They both did 74s. Double thumbs up there as Kenta with the go to sleep in 27-42. Great showing. We got our finals. Marufuji and Kenta. How about that? Big time show. The Masao Memorial Show. Debuting a new belt. The GHC Emerald Openweight title. And, we got a lot going on, so still, we got a lot of good undercard stuff. We probably should have done something with Laughter 7 and the Muscle Bombers, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, well, we kind of can't really do anything. Just kind of stuck. But Phoenix gets signed by TNA. TNA is signing a couple of girls as, Kaji D'Amato, missing from Kanda Dojo. Hope everything's okay for him. Yeah, and also, Ita's about to get poached by New Japan. That's picked up as, All Japan, looking for a new booker. NXT, obviously looking for a new booker. Got a lot going on. Oh, interesting. Having a former Joshi head at All Japan. Having a different approach. I'm not sure what NXT's doing. And it's still just Steve Kearns said they only because I got rid of Tom Pritchard. Got rid of Dr. Tom. What a shame. Let's see with this PWG show that Excalibur was. We'll just kind of Generation Me and Generico and just Generico there. You're really gonna choose Joey Ryan over us, huh? Wow, they had a women's tag match. Interesting. I love Natalia's not really doing. They had Claudia Ricochet. What? How is that? Why are you throwing Brandon Getson in there? You're having Claudia and Ricochet open up the show? You sick bastards. Willie Mack and Dave Richards does sound pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Wow. Unreal. Alright, so let's, I don't know why I was looking at it again, but yeah, just let's get this show on the road here. There we go. As, just having this in Osaka, I think probably in the years past, oh wow, it's going to be reducted, because we just ran in Osaka. That's what I get. As I was looking back, there we go. So yeah, we've ran Jinju Stadium and the Budokan in the past. So to do this in Osaka, a little different, but I think it makes sense. Probably should have went the other way around with it, especially because there's going to be 55,000 people at this Masao Memorial Show. Boy. Because we could just run it, like Navigation with Breeze could be in Osaka. But then again, we're going to have two major shows back-to-back in Osaka. It's kind of my thought process there. Here we'll run in Osaka. Where's the Osaka Dome? That's probably our best bet. Yeah, damn near a sellout. We'll be close, but no cigar. So, got too ahead of myself. Didn't look at the backstage instant. Sakuraba passing on selling tips to Kanosuke Takashita. Awesome. It's Marufuji and Kenta. Marufuji's the winner. Of course, you know, I would love for two spots in this match. One, something with the fucking ramp. It's something crazy. You know, I'm not saying a pole shift, but a pole shift would be pretty awesome. Maybe a Tiger Flosion off the ramp. Something crazy like that. But the finish, it's not going to be what it's written, but I would love an Emerald Flosion or a Super Emerald Flosion off the middle rope. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, he made the fucking logo. Like, if there was going to be someone to be the first ever Emerald Openweight Champion, a belt off of Masawa, so just that'd be it. That'd be it for sure. And so that'd definitely be the winner. So Shibata Sakuraba against the Muscle Bombers. They're gonna get the win, as Eugene is gonna take the fall there. Sakuraba's gonna get the win for him. I don't know how I feel about that, but let's just have Shibata beat him. I love. Listen, God bless Sakuraba, but he's gonna. I guess we can keep it. We're trying to make him. We're trying to build him up. Now that we have him full time, now it's the time to do it. Then the 8-man of King's Wrestling against Go, Kobashi, Ishimori, and Taguchi. And also, too, kind of building up to that main event, too. Kobashi comes out there for commentary for it. He's there to present the belt, and he, goes off into the commentaries section, and is just, and also Go's going to beat Claudio there. Pretty big win for Go beating, and that's why there's the open weight. So now you see it. It's going to be Go and Marufuji champ and champ against the King's Wrestling champ and champ. Pretty high level main event for that show. But yeah, just having him saying like, listen, I got my ties with Kenta. And I've seen both these men grow, and it's just awesome to see that we've built this, in Masao's memory. I think that'd just be really cool to kind of see who he's going to go with, and he kind of is seeing like kind of favoritism towards Kenta too, just hoping that he can be the first one to win. But it makes sense, it makes too much sense. I want to say we had that main event the first. Oh no, we had Kenta and Go. That's right, and it was like my two kind of. That's right. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Because that was the first main show we ever did, first ever main show in the series. Kind of funny how much, Kobashi Tawai's the opener. It's Ki and Sujiura, both guys gone. Tiger Mask gone, and Kanemoto's gone. Everybody in that match is gone. I want to say Jinbei's in change. I want to say he's teaming up with him, so he's gone. Bad Intentions, of course, was short-lived. Just kind of reminiscing over how long ago that was. As and then the Diamond Ring match is next against Strong Pillars of Violence. Nakajima's going to pin Goei Sato. Just makes sense. Kushida Taichi. Kushida's going to win, and we're going to have that to steal the show. They've never had a singles match. That's fun. Fun match there. And of course, then the Brave with, with having Aoki, Suzuki, Ricky Marvin against Red Dragon, and Alex Payne. So instead of Aoki, I think we're going to have Couture Suzuki pin Bobby Fish again. So that's another tough loss for Bobby Fish. So to really set up that it's going to be Suzuki and Ishimori against Fish and O'Reilly. And then Kakanuma and Kendo Kashin. Kakanuma's going to win, so they're going to split as far as Suzuki-gun and After 7. Then Ogawa and Taue against Ogawa and Taue against Jun Akiyama and Takeo Omori. Fun fucking, as far as having the old guard out there. I would think we're going to have Takeo Omori beat Ogawa. It just makes sense. I was thinking about having an angle somewhere on the show, but to have like Kobashi, have like the presentation and also, being out there for commentary. But I don't think we're going to. Don't think it's necessary. Then we'll add the pre-shows matches as probably singles match. Probably a good idea. I kind of want to get rid of Pac's contract, so we'll have. We'll just do Pac and one of the Young Lions. Yeah, we could. I think we've done. I think we literally have done Koji Yamamoto and Pac. No, that's right. We did Ricochet and Pac. Ricochet and Koji Yamamoto. Pac getting the win. Good stuff. I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so just Sato and Keno and just Aoki working with the injury. And the final one, probably do a tag. We got a lot of guys still, Live Strong Die Hard haven't been on anything as far as a main show in a hot minute. But at the same time, though, still, I was just kind of like, I don't want them, not either. I mean, Ricochet with someone, have just Ricochet and Keisuke Ishii. And then, Live Strong Die Hard can beat Keisuke Ishii. We'll have it be Eddie this time, get the win. Hell yeah. So just want to make sure again, but good to go. That's how the third ever for this series, and as far as the fourth one that's happened in real time. Let's see what happens as Live Strong Die Hard, 61s. Good stuff. Ricochet with a 66. Yeah, just Keisuke Ishii, just not at that level. Like 48,000 strong in the Osaka Dome. Pretty good. A 68 for Pac and Koji Yamamoto. Pac with an 82. Makes fucking sense as he gets the win with 630. That's the thing with Pac. We're using him in the New Japan series. Pretty fucking strong. He was in the CWA series, for those that remember that. That was the first TW, or not the first real world TW 2020 series we did with the draft series. Used him a lot in that. I just can't help it. He's Pac. He's fucking awesome. But at the same time, it's probably a little too much using him. That's why I waited a little bit for him to be used here. As Takeo Mori taps out Yoshinori Agawa. Yeah, I mean, he did 56. Best guy in the match. Takeo Mori. Good stuff. He did a 55. Drew Nakayama with a 56. So yeah. Taue. I thought about giving Taue the win, but I was just like, probably better not do that. 51 for Cashin and Kakanuma. So Kakanuma gets a win at 11-11. 58 for him. 41 for Cashin. 66 for Brave and Alex Payne with Red Dragon, as Kotori Suzuki pinning Bobby Fish with Blue Destiny in 12-24. So we got 72s for Suzuki and Kyle. 65 for Alex Payne. That's pretty fucking awesome. And Ricky Marvin, the 66. 56 for Bobby Fish and 53 for Aoki, who, if it wasn't for his injury, this might have been in the 70s. 69 for Kushida and Taichi, again with the fucking selling. Is Kushida with the Kushida lock, and 13:51. Got the crowd buzzing. Good shit. 69 again. Koei Sato cracks his ribs. This poor man just can't stay healthy. But Daisuke Sakamoto on 87. 86 for Yuji Kobayashi. 80 for Nakajima. 70 for Miyahara. 59 for Koei Sato, and 57 for Keno, as Nakajima with the British German suplex on Koei Sato in 15:36. Just a little too short, as the audience. That's alright. At least it wasn't from Nakajima. And 86 for the 8-man. Don't think we are ever going to have something crazy like this, where it's like an 8-man, and it still does in the blue here, as Go Shizaki pinning Claudia with the Go Flasher. Yeah, here with an 89. Devitt with a 84. 80s for Claudio and Ishimori, but of course our heavyweight champion gets a 77. It's Kobashi and Zack Sabre Jr. with 69, and Taguchi with a 63. Not great. Not great at all. As another 86 for the tag match of Shibata and Sakuraba, who did pretty well. That's awesome. Sakuraba with a 75. Against the Muscle Bombers of Takeshi Morishima and Yuji Ino. Literally a point difference. That's awesome. I mean, our tag division's getting better and better. Hell yeah. Main event. Oh, it was destined. It was destined to be good. We were rolling with high momentum. 33 minutes. Amy Marufuji let the super with the super emerald flosion. Don't mind the pole shift flosion, though. That would be pretty awesome. As I'm just, lack of selling. And he dies that day. That was the day that killed him. Man, at 81, we were riding such a great wave. Because it kind of came out of nowhere, too, because we hadn't hit anything in, like, the 70s. And all of a sudden, just 286s back to back. And then we have a 90 and 89 for the first ever Emerald Openweight title match. And just falls short because of selling. Could have gained a pop, too. That's all right. Man, we're going to give some love to Sakuraba. Just for, hey, got a 75. Pretty good. As far as who else... I want to say Nakajima, to be honest. So we'll throw him some love. Kushida, too. I'm just trying to hit just people that we haven't really haven't put over. We have put over Kushida a good bit, though, in the past. So, yep, now down to the final show here. It's the Navigation with Breeze. And what a title match in that main event. We're going to have Go and Marufuji against the Kings of Wrestling. Also Shibata and Kenta. It's pretty big. Also going to have Strong Big Japan and Nakajima and Miyahara. We just got a lot of big-time matches. A lot of big-time matches happening. And, I think it's in 7 days. So, yeah, we got a good while, which is nice. Yeah, we'll probably bring back Pac for sure. He's going to wait a little bit. And then more Eddie Edwards. He's a good little worker. I love how Devin's shitting on Taguchi there. That's what happened. You turn on him and then just fucking downhill from there. $20 million, though. Pretty great. That's all right. On to Navigation with Breeze, our final show of the episode. I know I said that. I meant the tour. And, it's going to be hard to edit that. But, yeah. On to the Navigation with Breeze show. All right. Navigation with Breeze is a go. I really like what... The next thing I would like to upgrade is our broadcasting. But the thing is, I also am trying to save money so that when 2014 rolls around, we'll probably start our own, as far as our Wrestling Noah World, if you will. I don't know what I'm going to call it, though. We might just go with Wrestling Universe in case, we put other companies on it. That might work out as far as Sakuraba passing on tips on psychology to his project Konosuke Takashita. So 2 things that happened while we were advancing. King Diva got hurt. He's got chronic knee pain. So that sucks. But on the side of good news, Tsuji's coming back as he was only given a handshake deal. So it looks like DDT was like, yeah, we learned our lesson. We can't handle that type of contract. We're just going to switch it to a handshake deal. And we're like, oh no, we want an exclusive deal. We want to get him, so... There you go. Tsuji's coming back. That's pretty great. And, I'm very, very happy for him to be back. As far as, he's got a kind of a good timing as far as coming back because he's got a while to wait at the same time, though. So that, it does kind of suck because, obviously the Junior Tag League's coming up next. But that also means if we have to wait, like we did like Sakuraba, he can wait it out. It's no big deal. So it's kind of perfect. As far as where we're going to run, as far as Jinju Stadium, it's, sits 48, but I'm thinking bigger. There's got to be something that fits over 50. There's got to be, right? So the Tokyo Dome. It's because this whole database is fucked. Thinks 70,000 people can fit in the Tokyo Dome, which is just hilarious. Eventually, there's going to be a time when we're going to be able to get 60,000. I think that's when we're going to pull the trigger on the Tokyo Dome. But not right now. They're still waiting. So we'll still, for the meantime, run Jinju Stadium. Still be a sellout, but man, it's going to be awesome. We're able to run the Dome. So yeah, main event, of course, is as far as the I want to bring up the entire card here just so I'm not forgetting anything. So yeah, Go and Marufuji, of course, Kings of Wrestling, champion versus champions. Hero's gonna beat Marufuji, which will lead into a national openweight title match at the Great Voyage in Osaka, Volume 3. There we go. Going 32 minutes. That should be a banger. Now, this match here, Shibata and Kenta. Shibata's gonna win, which we do have a draw there because at the beginning I was like, we could go 60. We could have it be a 60-minute draw because, let's remember, at the Global League, they had a draw. It went 30, and Shibata's beating them every time. You know, Shibata beat him for the reign, to start his reign as the heavyweight champion, and he also beat him again. I want to say, yeah, to retain in August of last year at the anniversary show. I got an 83. They usually do pretty well, of course. But to do it again and have it go 60 was pretty awesome. As far as that got me pretty excited to see. Problem is, though, it's not the main event. And going 60 and then having something follow that is just the dumbest thing possible. It's got to be a main event. It's going to go 60, you know. So we won 32 and just had Shibata get the win there. Kenta could have got that win. But at the same time, I was just kind of like, I don't know, Chief, you know, because Shibata's been doing so well, and I think a title match is definitely in order, you know. So there is that too. So yeah, man. But also, you know, Shibata's had a couple in the past. You know, he's already had two, I want to say, as far as just to kind of reference back. You know, he had the one match in April, so to have one again relatively soon in August. And he had one in January, of course, when he lost the belt. So that would be a lot, but at the same time, though, you know, I feel like he's definitely earned it, though. So yeah, I think that will probably be on the show as well. So that Great Voyage in Osaka's looking pretty good. Hiro, Marufuji, Go, and Shibata looking pretty good. Pretty good. But then again, having Kenta beating him, fuck it, you know what? Might as well, right? Let's have Kenta win. Put that stop right to him, because having Kenta lose not only the finals but losing to Shibata too, that would sting. But having him lose the finals but beat Shibata though, for the first time too, and it goes over 30. So let's say they are in the same block again. Maybe Shibata's got a little bit more incentive in their match. I think that just makes a little bit more sense there. As then the Strong Big Japan Diamond Ring match. Strong Big Japan will be getting the win, so that will mean Strong Big Japan. But because now Hero's got the Marufuji match coming up, they'll have to wait a little bit. They'll probably have to have that match at the anniversary show. But I'm sure they'll be willing to wait. You know, getting that title match in for Strong Big Japan. Can they finally do it? Can they get that win? We shall see. Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryusuke Taguchi. We are changing this. Zack will win. But Kushida will still come out to attack Zack after Devitt makes a 2-on-1 to make a 2v2, but it's still because of the bullshit interference, just all the clusterfuck happening. We got a new junior heavyweight champion, and it's Zack Sabre Jr. I just feel like it's Taguchi was fine. Didn't have a successful defense, which is the first time any junior heavyweight champ will not have a successful defense the entire series. As of, 2 years in. Took long enough for that to happen. And I just felt like it's time, But again, we're going from Japanese guy back to Gaijin now, which we seem to have a bit of a pattern doing that. But I just feel like it, and Zack gets his first reign too. That's pretty fun. As then the Muscle Bombers versus Strong Pillars of Violence match. Morishima's going to beat Hanma there. Pretty big. So I think oh no, it's much later on. I was thinking it was coming up, but no, that's right. It is this right here. Aoki. Not Aoki anymore, though. Taiji Shimori. And Katora Suzuki. That's why they have poor chemistry. That's why we never do this. But now that makes sense for why they're going to lose. So there we go. We got something going. As Kyle O'Reilly's going to get the win. He's going to beat Suzuki there. As then, that's right, Kushida and Devitt before this, which now I feel a little bit more better about because of the injury. And because that is happening, Kushida can get the win. So now we can set up Kushida and Zack for the title, too. So we got a lot of stuff cooking up there. They've never had a singles, or they had the one, that's right, the title match back in February, where Devitt won. This time, though, Devitt loses, which, again, I hate that Devitt keeps on losing these big-time matches like this, because now he's King Devitt, but he's going to get outperformed because of the injury, and we could play up that, too. The injury cost him there. As then the opener, Sakuraba and Cashin against Takayama and Kanemaru. Sakuraba's going to beat Takayama. 3 minutes. We could cut some time off this now, since Devitt's hurt. Let's add one more match to this main, because I love that main event so much. Part of me wanted to give that 60, but I was just like, do it. Is it necessary, though, at the same time? I mean, but it would fuck up the whole thing with Hero getting the... yeah, I think we're cool with this. I think having them retain. But a 60-minute time limit... We saw how it did in the New Japan series. Didn't work out well, but this is a different product, though. I think it would work out. Really do. As just Devitt being hurt, and then just Kohei Sato and Walter being used too much. I guess we could take time off the match. Make it 17. Yeah, still being used too much. Fuck it. As for our pre-show matches. As far as tag matches go, again, I think using Ricochet again in some capacity. We'll do Ricochet and Tanasaki since we're kind of had them as a 6-man with Pac against the team of. I was thinking Keno and Okita, but Okita's a middleweight, so it wouldn't really work. Fuck it. Might as well. We'll have Tanasaki beat Okita. Alright, and then the final pre-show match, and the final match that we're adding for this episode, make it a single, as just kind of thinking who has been used in a hot minute. I think everybody has, weirdly enough, besides Yujiro, and Ishii. Since, at least since the tournament match for Ishii. Yeah, Yujiro, Keith Walker. Sure. Or actually, Tomohiro Ishii and Keith Walker would... I don't know if that match would particularly... I mean, Ishii, I don't think you could have a bad performance, but they could have a pretty fun match. Weirdly enough, I think just their styles could mesh where they just beat the fuck out of each other. Ishii's gonna get the win there. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better, so we'll put it there. Yeah, I mean, navigation with Breeze. It's good to go. Fun main event, fun co-main. Kenta's beating Shibata finally. We got a new junior champ. Got a lot going on. 67. Not bad. Ricochet with 71. 63s for Keno and Tanasaki. Thumbs up for Keno there. That's pretty awesome. As Okita with the Casanova. 10:45. 63 for Keith Walker and Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, Ishii tried. As I gets the Lariat win in 10:09. Chronic shoulder pain for Keith Walker. It was Ishii who did it. Wow. 72 for the opener. I'm very surprised by that, to be honest. As Sakuraba tapping out Takayama with a cross arm breaker. Yeah, I mean, Sakuraba's doing well. Kushida and Devitt. Kushida with the Kushida lock. Yeah, we give it less time, and then, of course, the fans shit all over it. The Kushida lock in 17:43. Talk about some bad luck for Devitt, man. Joins Kings of Wrestling. Looks like it's going to be an awesome stable, right? Joining Zack and Hiro and Claudio. Then he loses the belt. later on the tour gets injured. As far as he was doing pretty well in the tournament, the open weight tournament, lost to Ishimori for the first time, and quite the snowball effect for him. But it's still a pretty good match with 73. It's Anti-No Mercy Union and Red Dragon gets a 69 as Red Dragon make their second defense of the junior heavyweight tag team titles. As even with the not great chemistry as far as Ishimori and Kotaro Suzuki, still outperformed, respectively, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I guess it was even, you would say, more so. But, yeah, that's a great win, though, for Red Dragon. They're keeping the reign going, second defense. Already got the crowd buzzing, too, as a 73 for the sixth man of Eugene, or I guess the Muscle Bombers as a whole, against Strong Pills of Violence, as Morishima pinning Hanma with the amazing impact in 16:44. Everybody did really well, but Kohei Sato and Walter. Makes sense. Morishima with an 86, though. 78s for Eugene Hanma and Shuji Shukawa. Not enough selling. Not enough time either. 75 for Zach and Taguchi. Zach with a 70. That's really good as the Saber driver in 1950. And a little, is Taguchi going to team maybe with Kushida in this upcoming Junior Tag League? Possibility there. And obviously Zach and Devitt going to be the junior team for the Kings of Wrestling. A lot going on there. A lot of positive stuff. As 85 for Strong Big Japan and Katsuhiko Nakajima and Kento Miyahara as Strong Big Japan get the win as Daisuke pins Nakajima with a British German suplex. Yeah, 94 for Daisuke, 93 for Yuji Kobayashi. They're just murdering poor Diamond Ring there. And a 96, holy shit, as Kenta beats Shibata with the Basaiku knee in 31-41. This is what I needed for Marufuji and Kenta, but we'll take it here. Yeah, even though Shibata outperformed him, I think it was a good audible call to have Kenta beat him. The main event, good luck topping that. They tried. Came up just a little short, as of course the heavyweight champion would be the worst guy in the match, as the Kings of Wrestling get the win as Hiro pins Marufuji with the death blow in 32-27 to build up to a future title match for Hiro and Marufuji. Could we have a, he was the first ever GHC heavyweight champion that was a foreigner. Can he now be the first one to be for the Emerald Championship, too? Time will tell. Yeah, 2 years is definitely a great kind of point where you're 2 years in, especially in a save like this where you're booking a lot. Your guys that are your top guys, they should be pretty good at that point. And really everybody is but Go. Go's on the fringe of that. He's just, I think the injury really took away a lot of his progress, but we're still trying. We're not giving up on him, but now with the addition again, the regaining of Takashi Sugiura, that's very exciting. I'm intrigued to see what he's going to do. Do we have him be in Suzuki-gun? That could make sense as far as they could use a heavyweight guy. At the same time, him and Muscle Bombers would be pretty fucking awesome. Him, Morishima, Yuji and Walter would be pretty sick. He's got a lot going on. For sure. We also got a new junior champ, Zack Sabre Jr. That's pretty fun. And just a prelude into the Junior Tag League. We got a lot of great teams coming in. Tanasaki and Pac's going to be a team. Zach and Devitt's going to be a team. Taguchi and Kushida, so there's going to be an upgrade on that. It should be a pretty good junior tag tournament. Should be. All things considered. I can't believe we could have gained one, but we had a restricted number of viewers still. That's going to be a tough show to beat. That's going to be a tough one for sure. Well, we're going to keep on praising Go, though. We're going to try maybe morale can send them to the top. Kenta, just unreal, though, performance. We're going to praise him, even though he's been praised quite a lot. And Zach. Get a hug. First junior heavyweight title run. It's a big deal. Big deal indeed. Thank you all for watching, everyone, as we'll catch you guys next time for the Global Junior Tag League. The third ever one we'll ever do. So, it's just, we've been at it a while, and we're still trying to make things fresh and unique, but at the same time, we're kind of, wow, look at TNA getting Ring of Honor as a dev fed. Pretty smart. See how Capital Punishment did. Fucking, what a triple threat. Punk and Brian, Santino Morella, Mr. Kennedy. Kali's still U.S. champ. Yep. Just we are Legion. Randy Orton and Wade Barrett against Sheamus and Sin Cara. Now, at least Shelley, former U.S. champion Alex Shelley, just I love how Jerry Lawler's on this card. It's fucking 2013. They're trying to get him a heart attack. Oh, they signed Jay Lethal. Yeah, Jay Lethal wasn't a scumbag. That's a fun team. Him and Rollins. Oh, what the hell is? Oh, it's Team Edge's Kong and Angelina Love. What in the world? Weird. I love that they have Chris Masters back and he's just on the pre-show against Sin Cara too. Weird. As yeah, I mean, just we almost outperformed WWE. That's pretty nuts. So yeah, thank you all, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.